Steve, how are you? Tell us about the Apple conference.
Yeah, good morning, Tim. Yeah, well, for the second year in a row, Apple has had to hold the Worldwide Developers Conference as an online event as a result of the pandemic. Of course, last year we had to hear about all the information that they were releasing. This event's mainly about software updates. So you're going to see updates for iOS for your iPhone, iOS, iPad for the iPad, watchOS for Apple Watch, and macOS for the Mac. So this is an event where developers gather to see the new features of these updates so they can implement them into the apps that we create for when we work, play, create, and anything we do on our devices. So this is a massive networking event for developers. Unfortunately, for the second year in a row, the event is going to have to be held online, but we will still hear the keynote, hear about all the latest information, all those software updates, and developers will also get a chance to have one-on-one time with Apple engineers as they would as if they were there in person. So we're still going to see the benefits of this conference. There's no hardware to be released, so it's not like they're releasing a new product. The fact that it's a software announcement, I think, will still work well as an online event. It did last year. It was quite a successful event last year, but unfortunately, for the second year in a row, it's going to have to be online. Hopefully, in 2022, we might get back there in person.
Yeah, the international travel's the thing, isn't it? Because you and Duro and others are now starting to attend local events a lot more frequently.
That's right. Yeah, we are. There have been a few more events. We're starting to now come out of the bubble. We're engaging in person with people to talk about new products. But the overseas travel, of course, as you mentioned, hasn't returned. Hopefully, this time next year might be a different story.
Tell us about Apple repairs. They're going to become a little easier here.
Yeah, well, I think everyone will understand the most common out-of-warranty repair for an iPhone is a broken screen. You see all those little kiosks in shopping centres, a lot of repair stores, and it's something that we need to get fixed right away because it's a product we use all the time. Apple recognised that the repair program here in Australia, they've extended the official independent repair program because Apple, if you want to go to an Apple store, for example, you'll be able to get a repair for a screen with an official Apple part. Now what they've done, Apple has expanded the independent repair program to anyone who has a small store, a kiosk. They can get the training, they can get the tools, the diagnostic information, and of course the genuine Apple parts as well. So the customers often are given a choice of having a third-party screen or having the genuine Apple part. Sometimes it does a little bit more expensive getting the Apple part, but with this program, you'll know that the person who's installing that screen will at least have the genuine part, but the training to back it, the right tools as well. And rather than you having to go to an Apple store for those genuine parts, you can now, with this program, be able to go to just your local repair place to get stuff done.
One of the great challenges for people, particularly people like myself who know very little about tech and are close to hopeless, and I've got my hand up on that, is to try and work out when it's actually worth fixing and when it's not worth fixing, because technology changes quickly, prices drop quickly.
Yeah, no, you're right. I think, look, me personally, I can't stand the sight of a broken screen. If I have a crack on my screen, I have to fix it. And just so you know, I've been using iPhones for more than 10 years. I've never cracked a screen, touch wood. But there are a lot of people who are not in the same boat. But yeah, you're right. Depending on the age of the product, if it's something you're going to want to use for a long time, it's worth getting repaired. Also, too, there's a huge after sales market. There's like a refurbished market of iPhones. If it's iPhone's in good condition, it's still worth some money. So if you're thinking of upgrading your current iPhone, maybe repair your old iPhone, and it might help pay off the new one.
Vaccine scams. Tell us more. There's always a scam somewhere, isn't there?
That's right. Yeah, cyber criminals they're a pretty cheeky bunch, and they often tap into what's happening in the world. They tap into our fears, our anxieties, and currently COVID-19 vaccinations is where it's all at. And with the latest scams, they're coming through on SMSs, emails, offering people free, get your vaccination now, free vaccinations. So they're trying to lure people into offering their information, their personal details, perhaps even trying to get a financial gain as well. ACMA's issued a warning for people to keep an eye out. There won't be any emails normally sent to people to organise vaccines. You normally have to make an appointment with your local GP. So there have been, though, Norton LifeLock, who's an internet security company, have offered some tips on how to stay safe online. So if you do receive one of these emails, just double check that it's. Well, you're not going to receive an email for you to be vaccinated straight away. Let's put it that way. You need to make that arrangement yourself. But just in general, if you do receive an email that looks like it's from an organisation, be careful not to click on any of the links. If you receive, don't open any links from in an email from an unknown source that you don't know. So that could be a trap for you to install a program on your computer. And also, too, there is an easy way to check on the security of a website. If you are doing business on a website, look at the address bar, and at the start of the address line, it should say HTTPS. S is short for secure. That's for your first step in checking whether a site's legit, if it does have that security on there. So just bear that in mind, because a lot of these scams are happening, and you really need to keep your wits about you and just use your common sense before clicking on anything, because you could become a victim.
Oh, there's some lowlives out there. There's little questions. So forewarned is forearmed. Good advice there, Stephen. Happy Easter to you and the family.
And to you too. Thanks a lot, Tim.